Public safety announcement. Boy, I had a great weekend. Went to Vegas. I've just flown back in, but and I got a chance to see Formula One. I got a chance to see Lewis Hamilton, one of the guys I really like in Formula One, number 44. But being at the casino to watch the race and watch Alabama lose the way they did, and it was a lot of Alabama fans that was in Vegas this past weekend. A lot of us was around the bars getting ready for the race, and and was watching the games. Then we watching the games, and it just after Alabama lost, man, I was out of it. I ain't even want to watch no race. I was ready to come home. I was ready to get on the flight. I was ready to get the hell out of Vegas. I had put $50 down on Alabama to win. Something I ain't never did. And I shouldn't have did that. Maybe they would have won. But, man, I'm going to tell y'all something, Alabama fans. I really, 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 really tried to give this coaching staff the benefit of the doubt for their first year. I mean, it's year one. And can't nobody, lose their mind after 1 year. And even if it is Alabama. You know what I mean? And because what's frustrating to not lose your cool, and I understand that, is because this team was 90% intact coming back. This team had the starting quarterback, starting running backs, linebackers. This team was on the weak suspect in the secondary. Offensive line got a better center. Seth McLaughlin, he couldn't start on this offensive line. And so watching this team play, man, this year, the peaks and the valley, the up and down, losing to Vanderbilt was awful. Then you follow that up with a Tennessee loss. You actually played better in the Tennessee game than you did the Vanderbilt game, but you just didn't do nothing with the turnovers. And then you follow this up with this Oklahoma loss yesterday. Let me tell you something, man. I've been watching Alabama football a long time. And I know I'm spoiled rotten because I'm so used to winning. But man, I ain't never been more embarrassed of an Alabama football team and coaching staff as I've been this year. I'm talking about, I could take a loss, but I'm talking about there's no reason this team has done lost the games they lost. There's no reason this team has played like they played. You couldn't tell me this team wasn't going to get ready to win the national title this year after the way they played against LSU. And then to do that yesterday, and I know everybody first thing they want to do is blame Jalen Milroe. That's the easy way out. Man, that defense couldn't stop the running game. Then on top of that, we throw 2 pick sixes, 3 turnovers on play calling that I just don't understand. I just don't understand the play calling. I said this before, man. If you're gonna set Jalen Hurts up, don't set him up like that. Throwing it out in the flats like that, that ain't his forte. Let him throw the ball down the field. Give him a better opportunity. Roll him out and let him throw the ball down the field. Let him roll out and throw the ball. He can do that. But that was awful, man. That was tough to take. That was tough to take, man, to watch. But I can say this here. Watching Lane Kiffin lose yesterday. Watching LSU get beat a week ago in the swamp, which I called that. I called both games. I said Florida was going to beat Ole Miss. I called that. And watching some of these other teams go down yesterday, right along with us, it's almost like this season here is so unpredictable. And I believe next weekend, or this weekend coming up, I think we're going to have some more carnage. I think some teams going to get beat that shouldn't get beat. And I can tell you this here, it better not be Alabama. And the only way we can save our season right now, we got to win the Iron Bowl. There's no way we let Auburn come to Alabama, Tuscaloosa, and beat us. That ain't a 5-16. Yesterday they were 4-6 going into the game. 4-6. And Texas A&M ought to be, even though Texas A&M got down 21-0, came back. Texas A&M should have put the hammer down when they got the lead. You just can't let that happen. Auburn beat you. You just can't let that happen. What Texas A&M did yesterday. And I ain't talking about the end of the game when the kid dropped the ball in the end zone. The game should have been won in regulation. But all they had to do, I don't want to talk about that anymore. But anyway, all I'm saying, these boys got to be so embarrassed. They got to play better this weekend. If that football team and that coaching staff not embarrassed, bro, you sitting in the playoff. And you just throw it all away. I just don't get it, man. And I don't, we beat the shit out of Auburn and everybody else lose. I don't even know if I got the confidence that I even want to go to the playoff the way we looked. Because if we look great this weekend, and the next game, it's a proven fact, we don't play well. You play good, you don't play well. You play good, you don't play well. As an Alabama fan, man, I ain't never been this embarrassed in my life, man. Not with this team, not with the Alabama team. Last time I was embarrassed with this team, I can get beat, like the 1 second and all that other stuff, to Cam Newton. I can take losses like that. Even when LSU beat us over there, when they went for 2, I can take losses like that. But losses like what we went through this year with this team, with the talent that we got, I just don't understand, man. I know one thing. As an Alabama fan, man, we don't take losses kindly. And Kalen DeBoer, right now, man, I know this is first year, and I ain't trying to give up on the man because we got him, and we got to figure this thing out. But I can say this right here, man. This won't work in Alabama. This won't work around the country for Alabama. And we ain't going to be no laughing stock, no punching bag for nobody. We punch everybody bag, and we make folks cry. Ask Tebow, will we make your ass cry? We make folks cry. We went to Death Valley last week, and we made 100 and some odd thousand people cry and leave there. You don't make Alabama. Alabama ain't being no punching bag for nobody. If Kalen DeBoer don't understand that, Kalen DeBoer ain't gonna make it long. He really not. And I can say this, man. I know they lost this past weekend, Indiana, but that Cincinnati, I like that guy. A no-nonsense kind of guy. Even what he said after the damn game when he lost against Ohio State. I like that guy. That's the kind of coach I like Nick Saban. And I know we ain't going to get Nick Saban back. And we got to live what we got and hope this guy, I know this guy can win games, but for what I see, man, this might be a little bit over his head, man. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, guys, we'll let the chips fall where it may, but I know one thing. I ain't taking no, this weekend, we better win. That's all I'm just gonna say. We better win. I ain't hearing no ifs, ands, no buts, and I ain't with it no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. Roll damn tide.